Hello there, Ethan here, and today we're playing How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, which I know is an old game, but it looks fun, and I've heard good things, so I'm going to give it a go. I like this man. I hope that's me. Oh. I'm Nigel Wimble. Lovely name. Hard-hitting PBTV documentary filmmaker. You're at 23 Maybury Close to finish filming the final episode of your award-winning series. How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, a guide for the isolated. Oh, it's not me. You have to come talk with Harold Fletcher, a 43-year-old man who has been grounded to his bedroom for over 30 years. Since his mother Margaret only allowed Harold visitation for 15 minutes a day, you only have enough time to talk about 3 topics. Okay. Carefully choose 3 items of interest from Harold's room to learn how he copes with boredom and loneliness. Every item tells a story, but not every story is relevant to Nigel's show. Confirm your selections and watch the documentary unfold. Okay, this is interesting. Your show will be scored by a focus group at the end. Good luck. So, I'm going to have to talk about Margaret. Oh, let's examine Margaret.
Harold's mother, Margaret.
Jesus Christ, I wasn't expecting
What
that.
you punish him for?
Oh, I wish you'd stop staring at me, Mr. Wimble. Harold doesn't need a father.
Don't be so attractive then. Think about... yeah, I'm going to think about Margaret.
Potential soundbite. A mother's love is very special. I've been with many single mothers, so I know firsthand
Alright,
how
Nigel.
special it can be. Harold's mother's love is special, but not the kind of special love I'm looking for on a Saturday night. And neither is Harold.
I see. That is a big rabbit. Okay, let's look at the rabbit.
This oversized cuddly toy
Oh, it's
looks
not a
like
real
it's
rabbit.
grown
That makes
old
sense.
with Harold. I bet a story about these two growing up could pull at the heartstrings. Wait, what are those stains?
Oh, God.
Kevin's been rather good to me over the years.
Okay, Harold.
Potential soundbite. Harold and his co-prisoner, an overstuffed rabbit, have been through hell together, but at least they had each other to ease the loneliness. Then again, I'm reaching for the
Right.
hankies.
I bet he's reaching for the hankies. Come on, Harold, you can do better. No, you can't. You're stuck in your house. I mean, loneliness comes for us all, you know? No judgment from me. What else is there? Bed. Paper stack. Guitar. Fish tank. Let's have a look at the fish tank.
An empty aquarium.
Oh, it's empty.
Pet
Good.
fish, like Harold, are prisoners to their environment. Well, I can draw a great parallel to this.
Harold's
That's
father
what's
was
happening.
never there, so I got him a fish.
You didn't do a good job because there's no fish in there.
Potential soundbite. Like the fish, Harold is swimming in a sea of isolation.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
really
those
nice.
those are my 3 options. It's going to be the mom, the cummy rabbit, and the empty fish tank. But let's have a look at the other stuff too.
Harold's only view to the larger world is through this telescope. It breaks your heart, hopefully.
Maud from 94 is rather slender.
Yeah, I bet she is. Maud. It's a young woman's name.
Potential soundbite. With an eye in the sky, you can sometimes forget where your feet are. Oh, that's poetic.
Is it, Nigel? Is it really? So he's got a moral of fish and
I
still no
noticed
fish.
a mural on Harold's wall. 2 fish swimming away from each other. Did Harold paint this as a metaphor for the relationship with his mother?
That was the first and last time Harold scribbled on his wall.
Probably painted it because he has got no actual fish. Potential soundbite.
Potential soundbite. Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, that guy with no ears, and now Harold Fletcher? Have I discovered a tortured artist?
No, no, you haven't. I hate this guy's voice. Literally sounds like touches kids.
I couldn't help but notice the novelty crab clock.
Novelty
Sometimes to
crab clock.
combat loneliness, the isolated will attribute personality to inanimate objects, like in that Tom Hanks movie.
Oh, Harold loves that clock. We sometimes use it to time the intervals between Harold being naughty.
Doesn't
For
love
every
it as much
5
as he
minutes
loves
he's
that
good,
bunny.
I don't smack him round the head.
I don't even want the potential soundbite for that clock. Let's have a look at the truck.
An old toy truck, made by Harold's father, perhaps. Maybe I can trigger a painful memory.
Just assume that a
Harold
toy
never
truck
plays
was...
with that. After everything his father did for him.
Just assume that his dad made him a truck. Unless he made trucks for a living. B poster.
Boris the KGB movie came out in the 80s. Was this the last movie Harold went out to see?
Boris is actually ex-KGB. He fights for us now. It shows people can change, Mother. This is why I don't allow Harold to watch movies anymore. Rotting his mind with Soviet propaganda.
What did you do to get grounded for 30 years? Dirty dog.
A modern TV? I'm surprised his mother allows him to watch television.
He's allowed that on no later than 8 p.m.
Christ, alright, love. Calm it down.
How long has Harold been playing guitar? What if I've discovered a virtuoso? It looks well used.
Mother says I sing like a dog, howling in agony.
What a lovely lady.
This looks like a screenplay. Is Harold writing a movie?
I like to write erotic drama set in science fiction landscapes.
I bet you do. So I'll get the bed.
42-year-old man still sleeping in a plastic race car bed? How pathetic. And it's just what I'm
Nigel.
looking for.
Oh, Harold loves cars and sleeping. It only makes sense to combine his passions.
Yeah. And then let's look at Harold.
Harold Fletcher, a curious man in a curious situation.
Is this going to take long? Mother says visitation is only 15 minutes today, even though you're the first visitor I've ever had.
Hate the voices in this. Right, so we're picking rabbit. We're picking mom. And what else do we want? I'm curious about the fish tank with no fish, but I also want to hear him sing like a howling dog. Let's go with guitar. Okay. Let's shoot this documentary. How to cope with boredom and loneliness. A guide for the isolated.
His name's Harold Fletcher, and he spent the last 30 years grounded to his bedroom. In tonight's final part of How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, a guide for the isolated, we've saved the worst for last. And by worst, I mean award-winning. Hello, I'm Nigel Wimble.
I can't even remember why I grounded him now. It wasn't for any one thing in particular. More just a bubbling pot of bad behaviour that needed to put a lid on, so to speak.
You can replace the word lid with Harold's bedroom door to understand Harold's mother's analogy. I was desperate to discover how Harold had been coping with the boredom and loneliness from 30 years of isolation.
This voice is killing me.
Harold and his cohabiter, an overstuffed rabbit, have been through hell together,
I feel the
but
rabbit's
at
been through
least
more
had
than
each
Harold.
other to ease the loneliness.
Yes, Kevin is a dear friend. We've become rather close over these past few years and perhaps more than just friends at this stage.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Kevin has needs and I have needs. I'm forever sewing that towel back on.
Oh yeah.
We saw this kind of thing go on in our prison episode, so I'm not entirely surprised to see it happen in here too. Whether this arrangement is mutual, we will never know. As Kevin has decided to remain quiet during the making of this documentary. Harold's mother has always played prison warden, from womb to room. Margaret,
Great
do you
soundbite.
worry about the harm this isolation may be causing Harold?
Harold brought this on himself. What about me? I've been isolated too. I haven't had sex since Harold's father died. No one would ever want to be stepfather to that little bastard.
Christ.
You should be making this documentary about me. I'm the one being punished. I'm so
Need to get
lonely,
yourself,
Mr. Wimble.
Need to get yourself a stuffed rabbit. A rabbit.
Music can take you to places only your ears can see. The guitar is Harold's vessel to unseen worlds, and he is the captain.
If
Play us
Mother
something.
allows it, I will play you a new piece I've been working on, entitled Plastic Race Car Bed.
Yes.
Here we are, sitting in my car, my little plastic car, yes, here we are. Oh my God, my little plastic car. Take me
What
to the
banger?
road and I sing this song. Old hot tar, not in my car. These tires are made for asphalt roads.
It's better be on Spotify. Ah, absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad I chose a guitar over the fish tank.
My time with Harold has come to an end. I hope one day he will find freedom and live a full life. Until then, he will continue to look for ways to cope with boredom and loneliness. I'm Nigel Wimble. Good night. Join us next week as Nigel investigates Jesus. Did he really have a beard? 9 p.m. Wednesday night on PBTV.
Hard-hitting stuff. Anyone know where I could order a rabbit like that? I'm sure there's a few websites. Hot MILFs in your area. Gary the Perv. Nice. Very poignant moment when he pulled out the guitar. I agree. It was lovely. That bangers on again. Well, that was how to deal with boredom and loneliness, or how to cope with it. I don't even know what to say about it. Enjoyable. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. See you next time. See you later.